Sorry about that. Let me clip this mic on. A couple minutes late. YouTube threw me a curveball. Wanted me to do things differently, and I wasn't ready for that. Okay, let's see if I can bring this up. Wait for you guys to join me. Hi, lucky girl. Oh boy, they changed the format on me. To start live, they wanted me to fill out all the stuff in the beginning instead of doing it after, and it threw me for a loop, but I'm all good. Why do they do that? Every time you get something down packed, then they're just like, oh wait, let's change it. How's everyone doing? It's Friday. Oh boy, we're gonna take a look at, well, I just saw the Jeopardy dude that has the checkered past. Hi, Patricia, I'm so glad you're here. Step down. He isn't going to be the host, so they just announced that. So that's good. I just didn't get into his energy. Not that I needed to get into his energy. I just didn't resonate with it. I didn't think that was I didn't think that was the best pick ever. I'm going to switch this to here. I had to get out all the love beads. I was saying a lot of prayers. Hi, Jay. We're going to have Jay with us today. Saying a lot of prayers this morning. Sending prayers out to, the California for some just light, gentle rain, Arizona, Utah, and Colorado, especially for Lake Mead, and praying for protection for the New York area because they're going to have Henri come this weekend, and apparently it is going to come. And Jay, I know you're up there, and everyone else that's up there that I love, Deborah, everyone up there, pay attention because it's going to come on the full moon at high tide. That isn't good. So even you really want to take a look at where you're located. Okay, I hope everyone can hear me okay. All right, card of the day, Four of Pentacles, is you have the power. So this is a good day to just check off any financial deeds that you need to take care of, last minute paper things. It's also a good time to stock up, but it isn't a time to take risks. And it isn't a time for greed because you already have these things. But you are definitely in the power, and if you can share, if you can, that old saying, give some, save some, spend some, is apropos here. So sharing and caring makes the world go round. And Jay's going to post the questions for us in all capitals. We just love Jay and Lucky Girl and all the moderators and Sherry and everyone that's with us. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I forgot my cup. I remembered the book, but I forgot the cup. Well, you can't remember all the props all the time, right? Most important thing is that we're all here. Oh, I did want to mention, if you're having any issues, I hardly slept at all last night. So, of course, for sleeping, you want, blue kyanite, and lavender, and all the things that help you sleep. And lots of amethyst in your bed. But if you're struggling to find balance with all the news and the COVID and everything, as things are out of balance, don't forget, first of all, amethyst is your healing go-to for calming, always. You don't even have to program it. It just does its thing. The other thing is a great bracelet or stone to wear on your bra, in your pocket, or wherever is black tourmaline with clear quartz. So it's terminated quartz. All right. So it just brings the balance. It's nice black and white. Nice and balanced. Not that hard to find. Or just carry one black tourmaline and one clear quartz. That'll do it too. Send out prayers. Do your gratitude list. Remember to share. If Even if you can just pick somebody to help out just a little bit, that would be really great. And we're going to talk about gratitude at the end because I want to help you shift. I know you might think that's boring, but this is the big deal. Okay. All right. First, I want to take a look at September is the month to look at, and the time of Virgo, which we're coming into. Okay, and that just flew out. I wanted to take a look at the Lambda variant. And thanks, people, for sending in your questions. I got a couple of really nice questions, and it's going to be all over the place today. So we'll just balance the energy, okay? Let's take a look to see if the Lambda variant is going to grow and create a problem in the next 3 months. The Lambda variant. We don't see where it is. And some of the information we might just not be given, okay? So that's good. Watch for that. Watch the space of the fired scientist Rebecca Jones that made her own. DeSantis got rid of her because he didn't want her to report the correct numbers. Watch that space. The Department of Health and DeSantis, that's coming out. There's going to be more of it. Wow, we just can't see it. We have to acknowledge it, though. That's the challenge. Acknowledge it. We're not that sure. We're not that certain about it. That's also that Neptunian energy that's coming in at the end of this month. One scientist, medium colored hair, not gray. I mean, I don't see that as Fauci. They are studying it and they're looking at it because it is. They're also looking at. They are focusing on the vaccine or a booster that will target that. It's sneaky. It's a sneaky, slippery little sucker. Doggone it. All right. It's challenging for younger people, okay? So, they're on it, though. There's coalitions getting together for this. They're working on it. They are working on it. Biden's working on it. It's concerning. It's deeply concerning. I'm going to say it's giving it to it's school and transmissible with the kids. That's an issue. Oh, is Becca in the house? Hi, Becca. Okay, so that doesn't look that great. It wasn't terrible so far. Working with labradorite, that's a great shamanic crystal. That last minute tweak that YouTube threw out. I can't remember it. I don't care. You guys are here. I'm here. We're doing this. All right, let's take a look at our hospitals are overwhelmed. Of course, we're going to take a look at DeSantis. He's trying to push the Regeneron monoclonal antibody treatments. And did you see the videos of people laying in the library? Hospitals are full. They're just saying, don't call 911 unless you're dying. How can I say entertainment purposes for that? Parents are suing to Satan. So let's just take a look to see everywhere, because the company, the founder, and the people that are heavily invested in the treatment for Regeneron are funding to Satan's campaign. Duh. Does it sound familiar? Oop. They're coming for the truth of that, and there will be justice, and there will, he's, boy. And it's like $1,200 to get the shot, $1,000, $1,200. And some places it's paid for by the government, but the company gets the money. It's just so gross. It's so gross. Okay. But I want to continue looking at the crown bug itself. What does September look like? Will the hospitals get a break? Will it get any better? Here they have hired 40 traveling nurses, where they're going to put the people, not a clue, cafeteria. That's what they said. I don't know where they go after that. And then where do the regular, it's mayhem. So we need to stay balanced and send a lot of gratitude. What happens to the Delta? Oops, that wanted to come out. Oh, it's still being the germ relent to give the hospitals a break. Okay. In September. Will things by the end of September be better for overall, will the numbers drop for ICU and overall admissions? I had to break out the pink shirts to hot pink and all the love beads, you guys, because the energy is so. Ooh, say your prayers. Now here we have our card of the day. All right. So until DeSantis and some of those Regeneron people start to give generously and share the resources, we have an issue. Oh boy, they're standing for, oh Lord. Government's on its side. The government card and the ruler, the leader. Okay. All right, then I think Biden's team steps in. Okay. We get help. It gets better. I wonder where are the nurses coming from, right? All right, there's people coming to help. This starts to get better as we climb to the top here. Okay. We're getting help, but we don't have the answers to this. So oh man, out of 10 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, the majority, over half, are major arcana. So we're not getting it. We're just not getting it. And even though the cavalry is coming, it's a gamble, and it just, the people that are running this are greedy, and it's just really difficult. We're in our own way, and then more secrets will be revealed, and it's really difficult. It's really being fueled by money and power, right? Yes, Becca, thanks for that. There are people here willing to help, but we just can't get on top of it. Let's take a quick look at October while we're on this. Hi, Tisha. Jay, I think you're absolutely right. He's going to do a face plant. And the reason is going to be the moms. The moms are suing him. It's all, the lawsuits have already started. But the other reason is I used to work at Naples Community Hospital in a very wealthy area in the emergency room. And a lot of the wealthy donors in that area have their name on plaques and wings and gardens and hallways and doors and doorknobs. Just kidding. I have to crack my own self up here. They have personal valets that come with them, that come to the hospital, that preface their visit, notify the hospital, and they just get all preferential treatment. Their rooms are at the end of the halls. They have names on them. But they're going to have to start using some of those rooms. So some of those people are not going to get that preferential treatment, and they're going to be mad that their loved one isn't able to get the help that they pay for. It's going to come down to that. All right, let's take a look at October. Hi, Beth Cat. So good to see you here. All right. I slept all of 2 hours last night. Full moon's a doozy. Crown bug, Delta, October. Will it get any better? Will we have any relief with hospitalizations? The numbers go down. The 40 nurses that we hired are for 4 weeks to 4 to 6 weeks, I think. All right, Biden is going to try to get a thumb on it. Not everyone is working together as a team. When the Three of Pentacles is on its side, do not have teamwork. All right. I am really afraid that there's going to be staff that just leaves. And could you blame them? Yeah, they're already, Becca, you are so right. The lady doctor that's in charge of the infectious disease in Alabama they're over. They're over. Like Naples hospitals are 136% over their ICU limit. They're that full. And Alabama is that full. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, it starts to. Yeah, people are going to leave. Some of the caregivers are just not going to go through this. Okay, so I'm hoping this is a retreat. I'm still getting this doggone greed is just. There's a lockdown specifically in certain places in October. Start to get a handle on it. It's still very tough. I don't think I'm supposed to go to Costa Rica in November. I'm only going as far as October. Please help me remind that I'll come back Sunday or Monday. If that hurricane looks like it's revving up, I'll come back Sunday. All right, it's through, but at what cost? I mean, we can get through it, but at what cost? This is really terrible. We're just going to be shell-shocked. Those mom and pops are going to come after. The moms are coming after DeSantis and Abbott. I would not want to be in their shoes. All right. All right. Let's just take a look to see. DeSantis is the Regeneron Clinics are popping up in 15 places in Florida. Where he's getting the staff for this? It's an infusion in a library. Where are you going to do this? In surgical centers? Where are you going to get these people? Hey, Stephen. All right. What happens to these Regeneron clinics that are popping up? And let me know. I'll be reading your the live chat later, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me know if there's any coming to your state. They've already opened a few here. What happens in this? Will they be seen as a success? $1,000 to $1,200. Oh, and the other thing he was saying, he did a Facebook Live yesterday, and I specifically watched him, and he said, verbatim, he said, you can use it prophylactic as well, prophylaxis. So he's saying you can take it before you get exposed. You don't have to wait till you're exposed. I guess some of the treatments is going to be just for exposure and you're sick and you're in the early stages and they'll give it to you. But he's saying you can also use it for, they're going for the genie's out of the bottle here. It's a rush. So a lot of people are going to try to go get it. Remember, Rand Paul's wife also, there's going to be an issue with him because his wife bought a whole bunch of stock in it. Right. Free vaccines and almost free masks everywhere, right? Free masks everywhere. A free way to mitigate it. But people are going to go get $1,000. Uh-oh, it isn't balanced at all. They can't move forward. They don't have enough of what it takes. There aren't enough people committed to this. It's out of balance. A lot of people can't afford it. Will they get? Oh boy, there's a lot of judgment being thrown at this. This was a complete gamble with people's lives for entertainment purposes only. Okay. The funding for it increasingly gets better. This doesn't happen right away, so it doesn't work. There isn't a good plan to move forward with this Three of Wands on its side. It doesn't work until later. And then there's something with the payment and who can get it. And there's going to be judgment. I don't see this as a success card. It's probably success in the hospital, but this isn't. This is I just want your money card. All right, let's just get a clarifying spread. A quick spread. Will DeSantis be? Will DeSantis and the Regeneron Clinics be seen as successful? We just want a clarification. Yes or no, please. That was a no for me. But I just want to take one more look. They can't move forward. There's a terrible problem getting it started. Okay. When they have some teamwork, and it's all, they can maybe get it going, but it's dark money. Profiting off of sickness. Can't get it started right. Some people just can't get it. They're separated from getting it. And they can't go to the hospital and get it. Don't know where to get it. They can't get it going. Money oriented. Delays. Okay. I just wanted to ask it again. It isn't stable. There becomes some stability when they really try to start working on it. When those people come to help later on, it can get better. I think it can morph over time. It's just awful getting started. It just doesn't have what it takes. And some of them will close with this here. There's change coming. People will be mad, or they'll only take so many. I mean, they don't have the staff for this. Oh, this is all. I just can't even say it. All right, let's move on. Let's ring the bell. I had to look at it again. All right. I want to take a look at Henri. the hurricane that's going up towards New England, to New York, Connecticut. If you're just joining us, it's going to hit on the full moon at high tide. If you know anyone up in that area and they don't think that they need to take precautions, tell them, oh yes, you do. And the astrology says you do. High tide and full moon isn't a good match for a hurricane. I know, we'll all keep Jay in our loving thoughts. I know, right, Beth Cat? It isn't good. Even if it's just a 1, it isn't good. That's a good point, GM. That could be where the cavalry comes from. We're definitely getting help from out of state, out of country, because it's broke. It's broken. Okay, it's going to require a lot of work. And does anybody know, while I'm looking at this, what day does Cuomo leave office? Wasn't it the 25th? Will the hurricane actually hit? Oh my God, Becca, you can't be serious. Does anybody know, is Cuomo out on the 25th, and the new lady, Governor, what's her name? I wrote that down for Jay. Kathy Hochul? Oh, 24th. So this will hit on the 22nd is the full moon. I don't, New Yorkers are probably not wanting him to leave right this second. But he'll be there to help her. Wouldn't that be great if he did another, like an emergency, got to have one last parting emergency show? I know a lot of you don't like him, but I don't. He's old school. Okay, it's a real struggle. They're trying to get the news out. A lot of people will be really battered in a few areas. The wind here. The world card is, it's tough. Another city gets it a little bit worse. These are not the worst cards. So I have faith here. There's hope. Shelters aren't going to be the greatest place to go. I'm going to say this is arrows of wind. Okay, so it could be, I just asked it about, New York. So, places like Provincetown. How will they do? Martha's Vineyard, Provincetown. Hockel. Okay, thank you for that, Jay. I can always, thank you. Hockel, right? Let's take a look at Provincetown. Rhode Island, Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, you guys don't know that Becca's mom lived in the same town that my parents lived in when we first moved to Florida in 1977. It does cause issues. I'm not getting all my water cards. I think maybe it's more wind. Somebody didn't do something they were supposed to do. That could cause a problem. That could also be quite a few people leaving that area, right? I'm out of here. They're not the happy cards, but it isn't the Tower and, all of that. So I'm not saying it doesn't pack power or make a problem. Okay, so Jay wanted to know, will Governor Kathy Hochul have success being elected to a full term next year? Let's take a look at her really quick. Well, you guys had the remnants of Fred go through there too, that area. Oh, she's going to be judged with the handling of this. She do a town hall? She's in one specific building where she can't seem to step up to the plate. Her energy is slow. There's resistance to her. We will revisit this. I think she's strong enough to get through, but we will revisit it. We'll take a look at the other candidates too. She definitely has the strength to do it. I'm not seeing all the fanfare I would like to see for her. She has many cards of strength. We'll revisit that. She gets judged about something. Okay. How am I doing on time? Okay, I have to go pretty quick here. All right. Okay, Deborah asked, will education in this country improve the next few years to create a generation of more independent thinkers and leaders? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. Then we're going to take a look at Kushner. Kushner's friend. Well, we're going to take a look at Steve Bannon because he's in that same boat. Will education in the country improve next few years to create a group of more independent thinkers and leaders? Thank you, Deborah. That lightens it up a little bit. I may go over just a few minutes because I want to talk about something. Okay. Yes, the answer is yes. This is funny, but we'll have to empower them with speaking. They're going to have to take speech classes, probably because of all the electronics. Oh, it's going to be a mix. It's going to be some people like Trump that don't want to study, and then there's going to be quite a few people that do. So it's, but I'm going to say this overrules. So I'm going to say yes. Okay. All the other supporting cards are very, very good. And I think it starts really early too. And I think it has a lot to do with that baby-led program where they're like, parents don't have to feed their kids anymore. It's a whole new concept and idea that works really well. Okay, that was a great question. I'm going to say yes, yes, and yes. Okay. All right. Okay, Kushner's friend, Ken Kurson. He was pardoned by Trump for federal charges. He's being brought up by Manhattan District Attorney for state. And you can do that because the Supreme Court ruled that you can. It's two different things. So Bannon's in the same predicament. What happened to Steve Bannon? Is he going to be indicted by Cy Vance as well? I asked about the Lambda at the very beginning, Joyce. I did a lot of questions on the crown bug at the beginning of the video, so if you missed it, please go back and watch it. This is about Steve Bannon and Cy Vance. It reminds me of Steve Bannon on the boat when he got hauled in the first time. Oh, they're going to try and fight that. They're going to say this is a little different. Ooh, he doesn't like what he just heard. Oh, but wait, there's more for Steve Bannon. It's even more than that. It's bigger. He's got powerful friends and powerful places. Yeah. He's going to try to offer up information on those powerful friends, but the answer is yes, they will. Okay. He knows where some of the bones are, and he's going to tell. All right. So I want to do a reading for you and I also want to tell you about the shift in gratitude. But first, let's take a look at Roger Stone. He has to go. I mean, come on. Karma. You know. It just, okay. Is he next in that arena? Does he get indicted soon? Gloria, they're putting together charges on Trump as we speak. That was in my video bank. You can watch it. It's does Trump get, I'll attach it at the end of this video. Does Trump get indicted? Or are they formulating the charges in August? And the answer was yes. What about Roger Stone? Boy, he does try to be the magician, right? He have a heart problem? I think he has some sort of medical issue. Yep, there's a doctor. Yep, the charges are here. Yep, very soon, very soon. Very soon. Very soon. Okay. And now one more real quick, real fast, Flynn. All right, General Flynn. Not the brother in the Pentagon. Is it Mike? The one that does the Red Pill Road show? Mike Flynn. Will he be indicted or charges brought soon? Mike Flynn. These still waters run deep. So this isn't just a Cy Vance thing, you know, like Bannon. This is bigger. This is far greater, more detail. Whoa, much more deceit, more people involved, who he spoke to, secrets, many secrets, total deception, perjury, deception, really bad stuff for him. Where he went, who he made deals with. The indictments or letters or things they have to write up have already been formed. They just have to be, yeah, sort of just, it's so much. It's so much. But he was in direct contact and under the thumb of Putin. So the answer is yes. So boy, they've got some friends in some high places, so he thinks he's going to wiggle out of this, but he's going to, that one's huge. It's going to take even more time. It's huge for him. Hi, Rolanda. All right. Okay, so we talked about the Lambda. We talked about some crystals in the beginning, how to stay balanced. We talked about the crown bug, the hospitals, and the Regeneron treatment centers that DeSantis is putting up, that he's, you know, that PAC money that's funding his campaign, that doesn't get off the ground well. All right. So I just want to, as we go into this full moon, I hope to come back Sunday, if not Sunday, Monday for sure. I want everyone to try to shift through gratitude, especially with all the storms and the weather-related issues and the water shortages. Okay, so I just first, manifesting miracles through gratitude is more easily done with this book. It is the magic book. It is written by Rhonda Byrne. It is her. She wrote The Secret, of course, but those are, you know, just details down through history. This is her third book, by far the best, in my opinion. So when we did the gratitude classes that always work, especially with cutting cords, we used examples from this book. Rhonda Byrne, The Magic. Okay, I'll just leave that here. So we started with, and this was a major shift in my consciousness, and this can really move you if you try it. So it was a very cold day. I had to put the class together. I had my cup of coffee, and I was thinking, wow, you know, let's start writing the gratitude list. I'm so very grateful for my morning coffee. Then I started thinking, I'm so very grateful for the coffee bean and the coffee plantation farmer. I'm so very grateful for all of the coffee bean pickers and manufacturers and the line of manufacturing. I'm so very grateful for the packaging and the truck drivers that bring it to our stores, the stores that house the product. And then I started looking, I thought, well, you know, I put milk in my coffee. So it's like, I'm so very grateful for the cow. I'm so very grateful for the cow for providing milk for my coffee, and the dairy farmer, and the mass and the production and the manufacturing and the placing it in jugs and bottles and getting it to the stores. And I'm so very grateful for the honeybee, because I put honey in my coffee, and then the honeybee keeper, and then you know, the people that make the glass jars that they put the honey in, and the production and the packaging and getting it to the shelves in the stores. And then I did one more. I said, I'm so very grateful for cinnamon, the cinnamon plantation farmer, because I put a dash of cinnamon in my coffee. And so I did it for the farmer and the cinnamon production and the packaging and the truck drivers and the store owners and everyone that refers me for a reading or that favors me for a reading, so that I have the funds to purchase these things. And then I looked at the cup I was holding, and I held it up and I said, and lastly, I am very grateful for the people in China who made this cup. And in that 2 minutes it took me to think, just to have my one cup of coffee that we take for granted so easily every morning, or your tea or what have you. Oh, and I also thanked for the water coming out of the tap. I realized that it took thousands upon thousands of people to work together as a team for me to have a single cup of coffee in the morning. And that was a huge shift in my consciousness. And that made me a big fan of gratitude and the ability, especially, to cut cords and bring, using gratitude, and thanking the person even though you don't like them, because it raises the vibration so high. It's so big. It goes out into quantum physics in a way that we just can't even, into the divine matrix. We can't explain it. It always works. So take a few minutes and really focus on your gratitude, especially through this big full moon. And thank God for every time we've been blessed by Mother Nature to have nice, gentle falling rain to put out the fires, or nice, gentle falling rain to fill up Lake Mead and help out all those places. Okay, so use gratitude. It always works. I've never, ever, ever had anyone in all the years I've been doing this call me and tell me that it hasn't worked, whether it was to go past a hurtful relationship, or to bring more, more money in, more prosperity. So you give thanks for every paycheck you've had. There's a lot of just one day simple exercises in here. It's literally a page and a half every day. It's a 30-day program. It's just the easiest way, because if you just don't even know where to start, it gives you a simple little it's 1.5 page. It's really, really easy. And always give thanks. If the storm is in your path, give thanks that for how many times your house has kept you safe. All right. So that was a huge shift of consciousness for me. I never looked at my coffee again the same way ever again. Okay. It takes everyone working together to bring us the slightest beautiful, exquisite cup of coffee. A perk. Ha ha ha, a perk. Okay. What is the message for the full moon for you and I? Thank you, Jay. Thank you, lucky girl. I wanted to share that with you because gratitude works. If you are feeling despondent or a lack or a need for something, shift it into giving thanks for it, and you will get more. Give thanks for what you've already received. All right. The last reading we did, we got the Papa John's pizza card. Everybody to focus on their own true gifts. Their own true gifts, and not to go out of who you are. Don't try to be someone else. You make the best cupcakes in the world, make $1 million doing that. Make the best pizza in the world, make $1 million doing that. All right. What do you and I need to know? It's full moon coming up. You're welcome, Stacy B. All right, here we go. Okay. Apparently there is an SHIT storm of information coming our way. Now, some of it is true and some of it isn't. There's also going to be some eyewitness reports of some things that are true. Some of them aren't. Be particularly careful in what you read. These are words, these are things that are written. There's also some stuff about some money scams. Watch out for money scams. Stay balanced. That's where I started off with. Stay balanced. Get your black tourmaline and your clear quartz together, terminated quartz. Get your rest. Don't worry about this. Be Dr. Joe Dispenza on breaking the habit of being yourself. I'm a big proponent of his course of that. Ask yourself, well, what would I do if I didn't feel worried? All right, it's a tough time, you guys, but have faith. Have faith. We're all in this together. We are not alone. There is opportunity. It's very difficult. We are going to hear something about how Russia did this, or Putin did this, or the links or the money to pay this. There's something about Putin's coming out, or one of the other Russian oligarchs, or a link in between. Okay. joy with family, other people that are fully vaccinated. Give thanks. Do your gratitude list. Go for higher ground. Go for those gratitude lists. Search for higher spirituality. You're going to have to go higher. Don't look to your best friend for this. This is something, it's great to be with your best friend, but go higher. Go into that quantum physics. Do Eckhart Tolle if you need to. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden. Prayers, they're fantastic, but gratitude is one of the highest forms of prayers. Puts it out the vibration that I just can't even explain. Higher spirituality. This is it. This is it. This is what we need this weekend. We can make it through. We need our favorite teachers. Higher spiritual. Go higher. We have to turn some of it off. Go higher. Seek spiritual guidance. That is the message for this weekend. Okay? I'm really hoping to come back Sunday. I had to move a few people to Sunday for their readings. So depending on personal readings that I do Monday through Saturday at thewayofpositivechange.com, you can schedule your own appointment. I usually take Sunday off, but just given what's going on, I may come back Sunday, but Monday for sure. I'll let you know. I'll post on the, listen, we have some very, very tough, thank you, Fire Sky. We have some very tough energy going on here. It's really, really, really difficult. And some people will not get the help that they need. Thank goodness, be grateful. We're going to have to aim big. You're just going to have to aim for the stars, Straight up spirituality. If it isn't spiritual, if it isn't balanced, if it isn't good news, you're going to have to go higher. Raise everybody up with prayer and gratitude. You be the guru. All right, you guys. I don't have my mouse, so I have to get up there and hit the screen. Much love to you. Thank you. Stay safe. Be careful. Have fun.